This is John Moran, Top Shot audition video. Former U.S. military, extensive law enforcement military training, extensive overseas and competitive experience.
Question 1. Your experience in training with firearms and marksmanship.
My first formal training with firearms probably began when I was 6 or 7 years old with my Uncle Forrest, who taught me everything from black powder, historical military weapons, old hunting stories. And then I've been training consistently with firearms through Boy Scouts, through the military. I'm a graduate of 3 police academies. I hold multiple instructor certifications and everything from handguns up to heavy anti-tank weapons.
Number 2. Your greatest skills and marksmanship accomplishments.
Probably my greatest skill is that I'm pretty much an all-around guy. I do a lot of competing, but when I compete, I tend to try to look at that as another training opportunity. So I've come in 4th and 5th place in a lot of competitions, but I think what sets me apart is that when everybody else is in tennis shoes and t-shirts, I'm wearing my Army helmet and my body armor and trying to carry everything that I would carry on an actual military operation, because I look at competition as just a way to increase the stress level and force me to perform at my best. Probably the most fascinating or stellar performance I ever turned in with firearms was back in 2004 when I was training the Iraqi Army. I took them out to the range one time to try to show them some stuff, and every time I would show them something with the rifle, they would claim that, oh, well, you know, it's because your weapons are better than ours. So I'd trade weapons with them, and I'd shoot their AKs better than they could shoot my M4. Then I'd shoot pistols better than them, and they'd claim it was my equipment, so I'd trade pistols and shoot better than them. And then finally one guy pulled out his knife and said, oh, well, you know, we're experts at knife combat. And I snatched the guy's knife out of his holder and threw it down range and stuck it in the plywood target, a feat which I'd probably never be able to repeat again. And at that point on, they pretty much never questioned anything I had to tell them after that.
Number 3. What do you love most about guns and marksmanship?
Boy, that's a tough one. I've been learning about firearms my entire life. I think in one perspective I appreciate them for just the mechanical brilliance that goes into their design. A lot of people don't realize what a precision instrument a well-made firearm actually is. There's a lot of science and a lot of metallurgy that goes into being able to push a projectile several hundred rounds down range and to hit, you know, plus or minus an inch off the target. And then the other thing that I appreciate about firearms I learned from my Uncle Forrest, which was just that you know, they're the tools of history, and that if you study antique firearms, it really teaches you a lot about the different periods in history and the different battles that have been fought using those weapons and using the tools of warfare.
Number 4. Tell us about your other interests and passions in life.
Well, I'm a big history nut, and so my love of firearms really kind of ties in with my love of history. I'm also a big, just in general, I really kind of like to study the sciences, and again, that's always kind of with looking towards the chemistry and the metallurgy and anything that really goes with industrial technology. And then when I'm not doing that, I just like to spend time with my boys and just teaching them how the world works.
Number 5. Describe yourself. How would your friends describe you?
Well, I think my friends would say that I'm a pretty outgoing guy and a character. In fact, they're all off camera biting their lips right now watching me shoot this video. Guys, what would you say about me?
Take 2.
Yeah. Anyway, so my friends, I think, would say that I'm a pretty outgoing, pretty driven guy. I'm obnoxious, I'm messy, but I'm fun at parties, and I can always be counted on to you know, help out a friend in need when the time arises.
Tell us how competitive you are.
I'm a very competitive person. I try to push myself in everything I do, and I try to be the best at everything I set my mind to. However, as a soldier, I try to live my life by a code of honor. So I don't believe in cheating. You know, I don't believe in making excuses for myself. I watch a lot of Top Shot right now, and the thing I can't stand is the people that try to blame their equipment or blame other things for their failure to deliver. I'm the kind of guy, I let the bullets do the talking. So when I go out there, I'm going to do my shooting, and I'm going to do the best I can. I'm going to push myself to do the best I can, and I let the brass and the bullet holes fall where they may.
Thank you very much.